got the van back. Pretty excited about that, actually. I don't know about you guys that have trailers, but I always have trouble backing up the trailer with the truck. I don't know if it's just because the truck is so much longer or wider or what it is, but it's a whole lot easier to back up the trailer with my cargo van, and I'm excited to have it back. For those of you that are wondering, it was not the fuel pump, so we lucked out with that. It was the ignition switch that went bad. For some reason, we were only getting half power to the ignition switch. It went bad somehow. Luckily, mechanic was able to find that before he switched out the fuel pump. Today, we are headed out to Magnolia Estates. We are taking out the DJ, the photo booth, the up lighting, the dance floor lighting, pretty much everything. All of my regulars are busy today. Actually, I just got back from Florida. I literally just landed last night, and this morning we're headed to the office to get everything charging and get everything ready for this wedding. But all my regulars are gone. So my wife and my two brothers are still down in Florida. I left everybody down there, which I'm a little disappointed about. My kids were pretty upset that I was having to leave, but I had to come back and work. And then Brad and Zach and Tiffany and Shelby and everybody else that's worked for me over the last couple years that you guys have met are all busy. And this wedding added a photo booth last minute, so I had to find somebody. And luckily, thank you, Angela. Angela's Premier Event Designs is a wedding planner that we work with here in the local Dayton area, and she was happy to send out one of her employees to work the photo booth today. So I am meeting up with Danielle this afternoon, and we're gonna get the photo booth set up and get everything ready to go. So right now, we're gonna head to the office and we're gonna get everything charging. So first things first, get everything inside, get the uplights charging, get the wireless speaker charging, and we'll go from there. Something I did forget to mention, it is not raining. Yeah, it's beautiful weather actually. And it's not even 10 o'clock, it's about a quarter till 10 a.m. and it's already 82 degrees. And if you're familiar with Ohio weather, it is humid. Yeah, so it's gonna be a hot one. I'm thinking like 94, 95 degrees in the peak of the day, and they're doing an outdoor ceremony, so we'll see how that goes. So I actually turned off the air conditioning before I went to Florida, so it's actually really hot in here. So let's go get the AC kicking before we start working. 39 degrees. That's not too hot. It was a whole lot hotter in the house when I got home from Florida, so that's not too bad. There we go. We're going to unload this tub, and the foam glow sticks are in there. Those are actually all leftovers that we picked up from the last couple weddings. Where they leave them sitting on the table. We just gathered them up. I'm gonna take those inside. We're probably gonna take about 40 out to this wedding, just to get rid of some of the used ones. This linen here needs to go inside. We're gonna wash that. That's just an extra linen that we have. The photo kiosk is not going out today, and our 8-inch speaker is not going out today, so we can unload that. We need one column array speaker and ceremony setup. And then the two 15s and the subwoofer is basically what's going out. So this is actually our all-inclusive package that's going out. We have different packages for people to choose from: essentials, classic, and all-inclusive, and then they can build on those packages to customize them however they want. All-inclusive package includes 5 hours of music, 5 hours of photo booth, dance floor lighting, uplighting, focal point uplighting. What we call our focal point uplighting, like 3 to 5 uplights to make a focal point in the room. And then they actually upgraded to our photo booth instead of the photo kiosk, because the kiosk is included in the all-inclusive package. And then they also added the ceremony onto it too, so we have to go outside and do the ceremony as well. Take you guys along with me, and I'll show you guys what we got going on in the shop too, because I got something else I want to talk to you guys about. I'm curious, do you guys attend networking meetings? Do you attend networking dinners? Do you attend conferences? What do you guys go to? How do you network with your peers? And I'm not talking about just other DJs. I'm talking about photographers, wedding planners, caterers, anybody that's willing to attend these meetings. I actually host networking dinners. I try to do at least 3 a year, and I have slacked this year. I haven't done one, and it is now the end of June. But we are working on planning one for July 18th, which is a Thursday. A buddy of mine does trivia at a local bar, and they have a whole upstairs that we can pretty much reserve and then throw a networking dinner. Everybody can show up to have dinner. Works out really well. How I started this is I actually started a group on Facebook called the Dayton Wedding Professionals Networking Group. So I invited all my friends from the industry to come and join, and then I just kind of put out the word, and then I let other people request to join, and then we decide whether we want them to be in the group or not. My theory has always been if we all know each other, so if the photographer, the DJ, the photo booth operator, the owner of the venue, everybody is pretty much friends, the client is going to get a better product. So I just logged into Facebook and I'm seeing all my family's pictures from vacation coming up. It's making me a little sad that I'm not still down there. But what I'm doing right now is I'm actually creating an event on Facebook for July 18th. If you guys are from the Dayton area, or if you guys would like to come network with people from the Dayton area, we're going to be at Bar 145 on July 18th, probably starting at 6:30. I'm getting ready to create the event right now. I'm going to say 6:30. 6:30 is what we're going to do, probably 6:30 to 8:30. I got to double check with David and see what time we are doing trivia. I believe it starts at 7. So if everybody shows up at 6:30, order some food, eat dinner while we're playing trivia, network with one another while we're sitting there, and then we just pretty much hang out for a little while, and it's just a way to get to know one another. So I'm just curious, do you guys attend these? Do you guys host any of these? This is something I started about 3 years ago, and it's worked out really well. It has helped my business because I've made connections, and referrals are the #1 way to get business, but it also helps with just keeping in touch with everybody, because I lose touch with some of the vendors that I haven't worked with in a while, and this is a good way to get together and kind of go over all the different stuff that we got going on in our lives. So I've just finished actually updating the video, the gig log, from where you guys saw the van breaking down, and oh my god, you guys do not understand how much it means to me that I got the van back. It's been driving me crazy ever since I lost it, so it's very nice to have it back. Currently, I'm just gathering up shirts, making sure that we have a shirt that Danielle can wear. I'm gonna give her a t-shirt for coming out and helping me today. I appreciate that very much. So we are getting ready to head over to Magnolia Estates and start getting everything set up. We got about 160 people at Magnolia Estates. That's really gonna fill up this room. The photo booth is gonna be out on the patio, and it's hot. So we gotta get a fan for Danielle, that way she does not melt out there, and then gonna head over there. Alright, so it's currently 91 degrees, feels like 95. That's what the thermostat says, it feels like 110 to me. Freaking hot. They're outside finishing up pictures. We got the ceremony done. Everybody's getting inside for cocktail hour, grabbing a drink, and coming to the AC. Luckily, I am in the AC today. Danielle is not. And here she comes. Alright guys, so we just started the apples to apples game. I'm gonna break down what I got. We got two 15s set up. We also have our Numark Mixdeck Quad Pro running all the music. We got our GLX-D wireless microphone. I upgraded actually to the Shure SM58 with the switch. The switch was very important to me. It took me a while to find one with a switch. We got the gig bar. I actually run the gig bar with the foot pedal. I'd set it on the table and use it as a hand pedal. The wired microphone plugged in right here in the front. And then we have the 18-inch sub underneath the table. We're getting everything started. I think this crowd is going to play along with pretty much everything we got going on. I'm going to take you guys outside, show you the photo booth, and introduce you to Danielle. That's usually like sun's killer. Alright guys, like I said, it is like 91 degrees outside, and Danielle is outside. Danielle, say hi.
Hi, I'm sweating it, but I'm making the best of it.
Good thing is, there's a breeze, so you can see the breeze going. But we got pretty much everybody from the wedding outside doing pictures. Not really sure why everybody is out there, because it's way too freaking hot. The photographer's killing me, guys. So we just finished dinner. We did toast, and then I went ahead and hurried over to the cake because the photographer was filling them out, and I was worried that if I didn't have dessert to serve to people, that I would be having people leave. So the photographer just took the bridal party out for pictures because they went way over time before dinner, and the caterers made them come inside to do dinner, and now they're outside doing pictures when we should be getting ready for the first dance. As you can see, the sun is setting, which is the perfect time for the first dance here. I got nobody out of the photo booth. Everybody is either wandering around outside or still sitting down and eating. And actually nobody's eating. Everybody is just sitting around talking. And I'm playing upbeat music, hoping to get a couple people out to dance, but I don't really want to open the dance floor until the bride and groom get in here. And I have no idea how long it's going to be. So I'm done at 11. They're finally making their way back in.
Come on, guys, don't shout. Hey, why are you guys still sitting down? Come on, we need to Moxie up here on the chair. I need you guys to wave to Moxie and say hello. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yes, perfect. Cool, make it fun. Here we go. All right, guys.
And it is the next day, guys. I'm out in Batesville, Indiana. It is 11 o'clock in the morning. Just finished getting set up for a company picnic where we're expecting between 1,500 and 2,000 people. I don't know if I mentioned it in any of my other gig logs, but I love corporate events. They are so much easier than weddings. Basically, I'm just playing music for 5 hours. I wasn't gonna add this to this gig log. I was gonna try to make a separate one, but it kind of ties into the theme of this whole gig log. So let's see if you guys can see it. That truck, not the white one, the big box truck behind it. I'm out here with A&S Party Rental. They actually booked me out for a lot of different events. I do Monte Carlo nights, casino nights, company picnics, Christmas parties, all kinds of stuff for A&S Party Rental. They also pass out my name for weddings, which is great. I appreciate anybody that passes my name out for anything. I got quite a few different company picnics coming up this summer for A&S Party Rental. And the only reason that I have these events is because of networking with other wedding vendors. So not much to show you guys here. I don't expect anybody to dance. If I get anybody dancing, I'll show you guys some footage. But basically, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of footage of everybody playing on the inflatables. They have an American Ninja Warrior style setup that they have for people to go try out and climb around, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys around that. I just have 315 spread out all around this pavilion. It's a big, giant, beautiful pavilion over here in Batesville, Indiana. We're at Liberty Park, so if you guys are from Indiana, this is like an hour and a half away from my house, so this was a really long drive this morning after a late wedding, which actually turned out pretty good. I'll recap it once I get back to the shop with you guys, but I'll show you guys around here, and I just wanted to reiterate the theme of this gig log. Network with other wedding pros, other event pros. I guarantee that it will lead to more business for you guys. So let's get a look around. So this is their American Ninja Warrior setup. You guys can see it through the net. We got some inflatables set up. Right there is a Hungry Hippos game. Over there we got a slide, and then they got a couple different games set up over here for the kids. We got people starting to show up. It is just after 11 o'clock. We're going from 11 to 4 p.m. and they got a whole bunch of door prizes that we're gonna be giving away. Oh yeah, I need somebody dancing.
Not much happening here.
But they did give me this pretty cool swag bag, so let's check and see what's in it. Bag. Ooh, a hat. I have a giant head, so hats usually don't fit on me. This is actually a pretty nice size hat. From what I was told, these are actually little plants that you plant out in your garden and then flowers grow. So you just take the whole plastic tub and you just stick it down in the ground. Ooh. Chip clip. With a magnet on it. And a little globe. Stress ball. Cool. So I appreciate Batesville Tool and Die having me out to DJ that event. Very simple, absolutely nothing going on my part other than reading the door prizes. They did not want to play games. I offered, but they didn't want to play anything. But A&S, thanks for having me out there. We are going to be doing the Toyota company picnic in Loveland, Ohio in August for them as well. So these are kind of cool. I'm interested to see what happens. The wedding last night was actually pretty good too. It turned out to be a really good time. You guys saw it there in the footage, lots of dancing. The bride and groom just refused to stay in the room. They were outside doing pictures. Finally came in to get them to do their first dance. As soon as we opened up the dance floor, they went back out to the patio. I think because the pictures took so long right after the ceremony, and then we had dinner, and then the photographers took them right back outside, they didn't really get a chance to say hi to anybody. So the last hour when everybody was dancing, they were trying to make their rounds to say hi to everybody. I did get a chance to talk to the photographer. She was nice enough. I didn't have a problem with her at all, other than her taking up so much time with the bride and groom. But she did say that she doesn't do weddings very often, and it showed a little bit. I think she's used to the family portraits where she gets all the time that she needs to get every shot that she needs. Just needed to be a little bit quicker, and that's cool. They didn't do any pictures beforehand either. So usually they do all the girls together, all the guys together, and then they try to do them with their families. And then after the ceremony, they put them all together and kind of smush everything together and get everybody's pictures. They did not do any of that before the ceremony. Bride and groom were very happy. The family was very happy. We walked away with a tip, and I think it was a fun party. We did throw out those foam glow sticks. If you guys would like a link to where I purchased them on Amazon, it'll be down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new around here, please click that subscribe button so you guys can keep up with how my business is growing, and thank you so much for watching till this point. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one.